Hello Nova Nation, it's WXVU Sports Director David Szczepanski here with a preview video for Saturday's Big East game between the Villanova Wildcats and the UConn Huskies, ranked second in the country. Villanova is 15-4, coming off of a double-digit victory against Georgetown on Wednesday at the Finn. Now it's a big quad one opportunity coming up for the Wildcats against the Huskies at People's Bank Arena in Hartford, Connecticut. And Villanova in the game on Wednesday played really well in the second half. A little bit of a slow start in the first 20 minutes, but really picked it up. Duke Brennan had another double. Tyler Perkins at 16 points. Caden Lewis, Bryce Lindsey were both in double digits. And Villanova's going to need as much scoring as they can possibly get against this UConn Huskies team, which has a really good offense, one of the best in the Big East, averaging about 78 points per game. And their defense is also really good. They only give up about 63 to 64 points per game. And when you look at the UConn Huskies, overall, this is a team that has been dominant this year, right? They're the only undefeated team left in Big East play, 8-0 against Big East competition this season. And overall, the Huskies are 18-1, only one loss this year, and it came to the best team in the country, number one Arizona. It was a close loss as well, a single-digit loss. And UConn has 5 quad one wins already. They are 11-1 in combined quad one and quad two opportunities this year. So UConn's playing some really good basketball. Coach Hurley always does a great job to get this team ready to go. And once again, they're back, in that number 2 spot in the nation, looking for another national championship here in the 2020s. And some players to watch. The leading scorer, Tyrus Reed Jr., he's been really, really good, averaging around 14.5 points per game. He also has more than 7 rebounds per contest, and he's a big part of this offense. But also solo ball, Alex Caravan, it feels like he's been at UConn forever. Both of those players are also averaging more than 13 points per game. So they have a really good offense, a lot of depth. That's why this UConn team is really tough to beat. And they shoot the ball well in terms of twos in the field, but they also shoot the ball well from behind the arc at 35%. If there is one weakness for this UConn team, it is their ability to commit turnovers. They average about 12 turnovers per game, so that's a positive for Villanova. But the Wildcats also will have some turnover issues at times, but that's kind of the biggest weakness for this UConn team, is that they will turn over the basketball. But defensively, they're really, really good. They only give up about 63 points per game. Their defense has also been good in conference play. A really nice win against Seton Hall the other day at the Prudential Center, which has been a house of horrors for the Huskies over the last few years. But the defense forces turnovers, and the perimeter defense is really, really strong. They only allow their opponents to shoot about 27 to 28% from behind the arc. So this is going to be a tough game for Villanova, but you're kind of playing with house money in a sense. You're going to be around 8 to 10 point underdogs in this game. I think for Villanova, just try to hang as competitive possible. And Villanova did win a game last year against UConn at home, so maybe they could pull off a major upset. That would be huge for Villanova's resume. The Wildcats already had 15 wins, and according to Bart Torvik, at about a 97% chance to make the NCAA tournament as of today. Thanks for tuning into this preview video. We'll see you for coverage from Connecticut at People's Bank Arena beginning at noon on Saturday, and tip-off is at 12:30 p.m. Hope you can join us then, Nova Nation. Have a great rest of your day. This has been your Villanova versus UConn preview video, and as always, go Cats!